9:30 on a Tuesday night, and I'm coming to you with an impromptu live. So we'll see. Spirit, please send everyone who's meant to hear this message today. For those of you who are joining in, welcome, welcome, welcome. You know I love you. My name is Julia Rose. I'm a psychic medium and Reiki master, and I pray this message finds you at the precise time you need it. So always take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else to find. All right. Calling everyone in. Calling everyone in. Charles. Yes, it has been a while. Hello. James, welcome in. Happy new moon. Freaks. It's crazy out here. Lisa, hi. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. You already know. It's your girl. It's your fave. Spirit's been funny, but this new moon energy has not been a joke. Oh, we're just getting the party started, Cynthia. You are just in time. Perfect timing, Ashley. I'm so glad to see you too, beautiful. Raina, hello, 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 everyone. Hello, 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 hello. 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 As you can see, it's a funky mood, but I know y'all are anxious. You've been like bursting out of your bodies with how much anxiety. And if you're not bursting out of your body, God bless you. Jose, hello. Hello. I love it. So I know this has been a very, 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 very intense time. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do an energy activation today. I thought I was going to be channeling messages. I'm going to also channel some messages. You can see how much I'm just trying to like reset. Oh my God, there we go. Thanks, Spirit. Because that's crazy. I'm calling on my spirit team, my angels, the archangels, my ancestors of the holy light. Please join me, my oracle, my guardian angel. So, I don't know if any of you had a chance to listen to my video. That I posted today. If you haven't yet, I encourage you to watch that after this because you need to hear what's in that message, okay? It's next level. This stuff has been next level. This new moon, I was going to do a new moon meditation, but Spirit had me cancel that. And I was like, why? And then my mouth has been twitching literally right here all day with the need to come explain what in the heck is happening to every single one of you, okay? It was wild. So yeah, a lot of throat chakra healing. Off the bat, your throat chakras, you might find that you're coughing or choking a lot, like all that kind of stuff. Because you're healing your throats. You're healing your ability to say exactly what you think and feel, which a lot of you have not been able to do because you haven't been in your body, okay? But you're in your body now. Okay. Oh, Spirit, seriously? Cool. Okay, I think we're going to do a singing bowl session, fam. I think we're going to do the singing bowls tonight. I have them all set up over there. I was here ready to pull cards, ready to pull messages for you. Spirit, do you want to do the singing bowls first or the reading? Bowls it is. Bowls it is. Okay. Give me a sec. I gotta walk everyone over with me. Okay? Screen's gonna go dark for just a second and I'll see you momentarily. No, that almost worked. There it is. again with the hearing, right? Okay. Energy activation, fam, because we need it. So if you are open to receiving this Reiki energy healing, I'm going to ask you to tap in today with 345. Tapping in with 345 if you're open to receiving this energy activation. As always with my singing bowl sessions, I always set the intention that the energy also floods the grid. As much as it's beaming to you, it's flooding the grid. Okay? I'm excited. It's been a hot minute since I've come out here and done the singing bowls for you all. So let's get right into it. I'm going to go ahead and connect to your energy now that you've tapped in with the 345. Now I'm going to bring the Reiki through. I'm going to call Earth up. I'm going to call the new moon in Gemini in. So you can probably feel that there's a lot of energy already in your space. So what I'm going to do is balance the way the new moon energy is coming in, help stabilize your energy fields with the earth energy that I called up, and kind of like condense the processing time so that anything that you're releasing in this session is automatically just being sent into the earth to be alchemized and added to the light that's already being flooded in with the Reiki. Okay? A lot happening with this activation. A lot happening. So now, we're gonna get right into it. Hey, welcome in everyone. If you're new here, it's Julia Rose and I love you. If you're coming back, you already know what time it is. And I'm going to get into a sound bath for you all with my crystal singing bowls. And we'll touch base with more about the energy afterwards. Wrong mallets, okay? Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Julia Rose. I'm a psychic medium, Reiki master, vocalist, and sound healer. So, this was an energy activation to complete the integration of the new moon in Gemini energy that peaked yesterday, but we're still very much in the thick of it. So, I can tell that you guys are wanting more. So, I will put another energy activation up on Patreon if you want to check that out. But Spirit is urging me to get into the messages for this new moon, and I can tell all of your throats are like activated in the sense that you might be coughing, you might be feeling like there's something stuck in your throat. There's a lot that you're getting ready to express, and we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna bring my camera over there to my little station, and then we're gonna get into the messages. All right, fam. This is kind of silly, but let's see. I know. So unprofessional. All right. Here we are. So, let's get into it. I know, I was mocking it. I don't really care. But I know there are people who are caring of that kind of thing. I have to keep it real. Performance for a show. All right, welcome in everyone. If you're new here, I'm so happy you found your way here. Again, I'm Julia Rose, and I pray this finds you at the precise time you need it. So, yeah, lots to discuss with this new moon energy. I keep wanting to say full moon. If you haven't seen my video from earlier today, do check that out, because I was talking about how this moon is going to play out, but obviously there's more to say, because Spirit had me forget that that was supposed to be the title of that video. So I want to pull some cards for you to really hone in on this energy. I'm just off the bat hearing no looking back. I'm going to be getting messages first from the oracle deck that I created, Messages from Your Future Self. It comes in a cute little velvet pouch. 59 channeled messages. If you're interested in getting a copy that comes with a Reiki charged crystal and channeled messages just for you, the link for that is in the description box below. So, what do you need to know right now? Again, first thing I'm hearing is no looking back, no looking back, no looking back. This new moon has been focused on getting you to get your story straight. A lot of you have been healing bits and pieces, but this new moon in Gemini has been recalibrating all of this energy for you to focus on exactly what it is that your story is, and help you piece things together in such a way that it makes sense, which is really fitting, right? Because Gemini is the intellect. It's a mutable sign, which means that it's all about adaptability and flexibility. So changing the way that you communicate and set intentions. Yeah. So number 55, you could be seeing 555. First message out is focus on your health and well-being. Focus on your health and well-being. And I know a lot of you feel that that's a waste of your time. It's not, because your life is a mirror of the way that you care for yourself and the way that you think about yourself. And if you're not going to take care of your body, Spirit knows that you're not going to take care of all these beautiful blessings coming in. So they're having you... Ooh, wow. That ringing in my ear was like a punch to the gut. That was crazy. You saw me like jerk back. That was wild. Sorry if I pissed off your demons. But in any case, you're meant to be focusing on your well-being so that you can fully be attuned to everything that's coming in. Spirit needs you to be taking care of everything about you, so you will know and understand that prioritizing yourself and your health and your well-being will never cost you what's meant for you. Okay? It'll never cost you your partner that loves you genuinely. It'll never cost you your career that knows that you need to care for yourself so you can continue to do your best work when you do show up. Okay? It won't cost you your friends who appreciate the fact that you want to prioritize your health and well-being, so you're showing up fully and wholeheartedly when you are showing up. Okay? So changing the way that you think about every aspect of your life, most especially your health and well-being right now, which is fitting because the full moon that is coupled with this energy was a couple weeks back in Taurus. It was the flower full moon in Taurus, and that was really a Venusian energy, heavy. I think it might have even been on Friday. Hey, Lune, welcome in. And that is a very central physical energy. It's very focused on how do you create pleasure and comfort and well-being at the physical level, right? So anything that you had intentions for in that full moon, where you had the understanding and realization that you needed to address that, carried through to now. New moon Gemini energy, teaching you how to think differently about the way that you show up for your life. To understand that taking a breath, taking a pause, taking a night off or a week off. Some of you are the type that never vacation or never give yourself time to really rest and recalibrate. And you're starting to see that that sacrifice of your well-being has been very chaotic. It's been very chaotic. And Spirit, you've been asking for peace. So Spirit's trying to show you where you still don't have peace by making you confront that. Okay, next card out was Say Goodbye to the Old, Hello to the New, number 14. Never had time off, so I pray that you are creating that for yourself. And if you're not able to take like a week, then maybe you take an afternoon or an evening intentionally to unplug. Intentionally do what recharges you. Because even if you just make that reflexive habit in moments, checking in with yourself throughout the day, that puts you back into alignment of, oh, wait, that's how I'm feeling. For those of you who have desk jobs, you might be sitting at your desk all day and you notice that your posture is kind of slumped. Just take a minute and notice, like, oh, okay, wow, I'm really out of alignment here. Maybe you got to stretch a little bit, do some chair yoga, whatever your jam is, that kind of thing. You're welcome. So understanding that it is never a sacrifice to your long-term health and abundance to take care of yourself now. Things get worse when we do not address them early on. So Spirit's teaching you to really focus on clearing things up the second that they pop up, right? Yeah, okay, wow. Just smack. So say goodbye to the old, hello to the new, and number 26, remember your magic. Sit down and face your feelings. Blech. I know, terrible. But seriously, Ari, hey. Yeah, okay. Here we go. I need you to calm down. Not me telling my guides to calm down. You're giving me too much information too fast. Okay. Well, you also need to calm down, okay? Because your whole life is not going to fall apart because you took time to care for yourself. All right? I said what I said. It's always savage here. All right? Take the time you need to take care of yourself. Because when you fall apart, there's no way that falling apart you can keep your life together. And I say that with love. I know, a little savage here tonight. That's this new moon in Gemini, all right? If you do not prioritize your health and well-being, it will build resentment in you to not be able to show up the way that you want to when you're fighting the need to care for yourself. Because when you ignore that and you try to barrel through it, you're not pleased with how you're showing up. You're not pleased with the quality of work that you're doing. You're not pleased with the conversations that you've been having because you know that you're not feeling great. And so that's just bleeding into everything, right? Yeah, I know. I've really been trying to hold back, but this this is like take no prisoners energy. This is crazy. You're welcome, Ashley. Yeah, needing to slow down and trust that your life is not falling apart if your body is hurting. Okay? Your life is not falling apart if your body is hurting. Your body is hurting because you need to give yourself more attention and more love and more care. Okay? That's what actually keeps your dreams alive. That was another card here. What a segue, Spirit. Damn. 52. Keep your dreams alive by actually helping yourself feel good and setting yourself up for that kind of success, right? And to not be worried about things that are outside of your control. Number 5, mind your own business. Stay present. Okay. Yeah, no, that was like a real, I don't know who punched me in the gut, but I'm gonna ask you to not do that again. Then, okay, I need some tarot cards here. I need some tarot cards. What deck are we using? I wish I had longer nails because that would make this feel a little bit more powerful. I don't know. I'm in a little bit of a silly energy, so let's see, Spirit. Oh, okay. Psychic Tarot for the heart. Blech. Okay. If you have been experiencing nausea and it won't go away and you don't know where it's coming from and it's lasting more than a few days, it is likely, yes, sassy nails, it is likely that you are ascending so quickly that your whole body is like bleh. No demons allowed. Well, hello, little dog. She has the most, hi, silly. How are you? This is Stelly. You guys want to see Stelly? That's Stella. She got a haircut today. She has this really annoying but really adorable habit that makes me laugh and cry and feel a little bit something inside. Every time she eats, she comes downstairs and she'll like be like, oh my god, hi, and then she'll just belch in my face and then walk away. But I go on a walk with her every day, but I've been like deep in the shadow work these past couple days that I've just been like, I cannot move. And so she's been like, hello, I've been missing our walks, excuse me. I know. I'm like, girl, what? Okay, hello, I know, hi, I know, but I'm working now. Can I come snuggle later? I love you, little dog. I know, it's too serious here. This stuff is too serious for you to be sad all the time, okay? Oh, absolutely, pet friends feeling emotional and emotional energies, but yes, your ascension energies as well. They're helping you to process. Oh my god, she's so funny. She got a haircut and she looks like a little boy. It's so adorable and I freaking love her. But she is a male spirit in a female body, so anyone else here can relate. The struggle. Okay. Well, hello. Lots of new faces in here tonight. My name is Julia Rose. Hope you're doing well. I played my singing bowls at the start of this video, so if you want to go back and catch that for a really powerful energy activation, check it out. So, you are... Ooh. Oh, well, you're welcome, my dear. Welcome to the live stream. So, you are starting to, yeah, heart chakra... Okay, when I was playing the bowls earlier, most intensely, I was feeling the throat and the heart being activated. Okay? It was horrible. It was horrible. And so a lot of you guys, exactly, star energy, breaking out of these chains that you are and have been tied to for generations, not just in this life, but a lot of you, it's not just that you're doing ancestral healing work, it's that your past life your past life trauma is compounding with your generational ancestral trauma. So it just is like double whammy, hitting extra hard kind of situation. And this energy that you're in right now that has been forcing you to slow down, forcing you to actually prioritize your health and well-being, because that's the best way to keep a light worker disempowered, is to keep you not focused on feeling healthy and strong. That is the first way to target a light worker, okay? Prevent you from feeling healthy and strong and independent. So you're breaking all of those chains. Breaking all of those chains, rewriting your story, okay? I'm going to come back to this other energy here because there's something else here that I want to touch on, but we're not quite there yet. With the Star card, it's like, I don't think you've ever had this much fun in the healing journey. It's been very gruesome for you up to this point, but now it's just like things are changing to an extent that you feel like you just feel like everything, exactly. There's so much reverence for this process that you finally have, because it's like, it's been hard, there's been no results. It's like Seven of Pentacles energy. It's not here, but it's Seven of Pentacles energy. It's been hard work with no results, and you're just sitting here waiting for the payoff, right? You've been at it and 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 trying to figure this out, trying to heal that, trying to heal that, trying to heal that, trying to heal that. And it has been like you've been waiting for just all of it to somehow add up to something. But what's happening is this new moon is having everything come together. All of the pieces that you've been healing for however long that you've been on the journey, everything is finally starting to line up into a storyline that makes sense to you. And that's why your throat chakras are being activated so much, because the stories that you tell yourself and the stories that you have learned to speak about yourself and about your past that are even more truth than you've ever been able to express and understand before, all of that is getting to a point where you can actually express it, okay? You've been healing the body, you've been healing the mind, but now you're healing your expression, okay? The healing begins, and now it's like, oh God, the healing begins card. You could be seeing sixes. Yeah, we have 555 here as well. You could be seeing sixes. Do you see? It's like waiting in the wings energy partially, but look at the activation in the heart chakra that's about to explode that energy up into the throat, okay? Because you are grounded now. You are actually grounded inside your body, that you can feel all of the things that are in your physical body, all of the ailments that when you were dissociated because you were holding on to so much pain and because you were in such intense survival mode that you couldn't actually feel inside your physical body because you weren't in your body, because you weren't safe enough to be in your body. You can all feel all that stuff now, which is why it feels like it might look to you on the surface like, okay, well, my back gave out, my head hurts, my elbow gave out, my ankle gave out, I fell on my face, whatever the heck it is, okay? All of these things are a result of you actually coming back inside your body, because all of this trauma is ready to be processed. It's ready to be looked at. You could be looking into self-help books. I see you reading a lot of self-help books that are helping you understand the way that your body and your mind are connected and how trauma actually lives inside the body, okay? This is what you've been waiting for. Okay, I need to understand this, but we're not there yet. There's a lot that needs to happen in this story of this energy, okay? There's a lot that needs to happen here before we can get to that. Spirit, help me out. Some of you guys have been so self-conscious. You've been so self-conscious because of how insecure you are, because of all the things that people have ever done to hurt you. All the things that have hurt you in your life have made you so self-conscious. So self-conscious. Yeah, okay, here we are. Jeez. Temperance. Healing your masculine and feminine wounds. It is tea. This is tea. Heart chakra. Can't make it up. The sun. Shine. Wow. The Empress. Nurture. And the root chakra, okay? You're literally inside your body. No, because I was going to do a new moon ceremony tonight, everyone. I was going to do a guided meditation and energy activation on Zoom. But Spirit said, no, the collective needs this. The collective needs these messages and needs this activation. So we started with the singing bowls. I'm out here laying it out. Root chakra. I can feel all your hearts going like, ooh, I'm saying this. Heal, healing begins, balance, heart chakra, shine, nurture, base. I feel like I just want to like, some of you want to scream. Some of you just need to scream, okay? And you need to ask yourself, what are you in agony about? What are you in agony about that you have not been able to articulate? What are you angry about that you haven't allowed yourself to validate that you are Tommy, I don't know what that means. Whatever you have not been telling yourself that you are angry about. It's just like this, all this anger. See, the root chakra is actually holding so much anger, and you guys have been so violated and so oppressed that all of this rage is manifesting as physical ailments, okay? And for you to come back into your body, it's forcing you to confront all of this anger and this hurt over all of your boundaries that have been crossed, that you didn't know how to do, how to stand up for yourself. You didn't know how to speak up for yourself. Okay? And the reason that you've been put on timeout, is because Spirit said that can't go with you where you're going. You're taking too much with you, is what this card says. Number 43. You're taking too much with you. Okay? You are healing from oppression, from racism, from all levels of abuse, all possible forms of oppression, from microaggressions to the works. You are healing all of the violence in your life. And that's why this energy has not been easy to adjust to. All of this has been coming up because it's time for you to change the way you talk about these things. The memories that keep coming back and back and back and back again, like punching you like that, are trying to get you to see something different. But until you open yourself up to tapping in deeper to the emotions of what you honestly feel and what you honestly think, you're not going to be able to unlock that next truth that allows this energy to fully release. Does that make sense? So, because you've been praying for all of these beautiful new beginnings in your life, Spirit is making sure that you have a clear, clean house, both physically around you and in your physical vessel to hold space and maintain the vibration of your higher reality. My messages are not for everyone. I understand that you are a very unique subset of the collective. These messages are not for everyone. Not everyone could handle being made to look at these things at the rate that you are being made to look at these things and heal them once and for all. It takes a special kind of warrior to face yourself and be willing to let parts of you die that need to die. To be willing to end old ways of being, to be willing to end old realities, not just the habits, not just the way that you dress, the way that you do your makeup, whatever it is, not the superficial stuff. For you, nothing is superficial. Nothing. You understand how everything that manifests just on the surface of things is a direct reflection of the energy in you and around you. If this energy is incredibly activating for you, I need you to focus on your breathing and make sure that you're breathing a little bit deeper than normal, okay? When you start to get overwhelmed, when you start to get anxious, do not let yourself sit in that. Understand that there's a lot of energy that's coming up that's trying to move through you, and come back to your breathing. Okay? Your anger is not going to hurt you. You have been abused by people who did not understand the strength of their anger. Your anger is not going to hurt you. You have been bottling it up so intensely and aiming it at yourself that it manifests as depression, low self-worth. Take the anger and direct it accordingly. It's the child's consciousness to blame themselves when caregivers do not nurture and love them. For some of you, it is the earliest childhood wounds that you're needing to say, okay, I was a kid, I was not responsible for that. That was a parent's duty. You're allowed to be angry at that situation. Okay? I said it a long time ago in a different message, but light workers probably have the most anger. And you've learned how to soften yourself enough and pretend like it's not there, because you understand how damaging it is when it's unleashed around you. I'm not saying that you have to go tell someone off. Get in touch with your reality, get in touch with your true emotions beneath the betrayal to see, well, where is this hurting me? And then speak from there. Express and expend the anger however you have to in a healthy way, whether that's kickboxing, self-defense class, a rage room. Any of these kinds of things. Okay? I would ask that you do something a little bit more physically expressive with anger than something that would require you to not use all of your physical body. Painting could be helpful as a doorway in. I understand. I hear you on that. But for rage and for those of you who have been stuck in a freeze or a dissociative state as a response to trauma, you need to get back in your body by expending this energy. Go dancing. Go to a party. Go to a club. Live it up. Be safe. Hmm? Hmm? Okay. I'm going to need to direct you to a reading with me because there's a lot to unpack with that statement. If you're interested in a personal reading / those of you who have been dealing with the anger or having a lot of this heart chakra stuff come up, you need to book a reading with me, all right? The link's in the description box below. I'm running 25% off all of my services until June 6th. That's with the code Summer Start, no spaces, all caps, Summer Start at checkout on my website. Okay? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Everyone who donates here or who books readings with me, books energy healing sessions, all of that comes back to you. Okay? I always pray that your blessings and your manifestations are multiplied at least tenfold. I appreciate you. Thank you. So that when you are giving, when you understand that giving allows you to receive more, that's when your whole life is going to change. Okay? And I know that you've been giving without boundaries. And for some of you, you're healing the ways that you crossed your own boundaries that you didn't know that you had. Okay? That's you swinging from the other side of people pleasing, coming into all walls. Okay? That's what's been keeping a lot of you stuck in hermit mode, not wanting to reconnect, not wanting to enter the world again, right? So all of this that's coming up for you right now is asking you to understand. It's like your body's literally screaming at you to understand it, to understand how your experiences have shaped you, right? That's why subtle twinges become full-blown injuries. Because your body is asking you to pay attention to your experience, your physical lived experience. You're very spiritual. You're very mentally adept. You like to live in your head because you were taught that it's safer there, because you're so sensitive that being inside your body around a lot of angry, depressed, abusive people was not safe. It was not safe, so you just were not going to be in your body. That makes a lot of sense. You don't have to hate yourself for that. And you don't have to hate yourself for everything that you did in survival mode. You don't have to hate the way that you learned to adapt and learned how to cope. Of course, you needed something to help you. Of course, you needed someone to help you. If you didn't have tools to understand how to do that healthily, if you didn't grow up in an environment where you were taught how to deal with your emotions instead of just suppressing and walking on eggshells around people, then of course you were going to need to figure out a new way to deal with the weight of that. Some of you turning to substances, some of you turning to food, some of you turning to getting it on with people, or other addictions. Whatever it is, you need to stop hating yourself for the way that you coped with the pain in your life, because that's not going to help you heal. Hating yourself is not going to help you heal. Hating yourself is not going to help you heal. Okay? It's not going to help you. I can help you. I am helping you. But hating yourself is not going to help you. Okay? It's not going to help you. Hating yourself is what you learned. It's a result of your conditioning. Welcome in, Soul Tribe. I love you. If you're new here, welcome to our family. We keep it real, we keep it straight, and we don't hold back. What was I saying, Spirit? Oh, hating the way you learned how to deal with things is not going to help you heal. And so all of these different things that you inherited these responses. They were conditioned responses. The whole point of a spiritual journey is to become aware so you can make new choices. When you actually become aware, you don't have to hate yourself because your awareness is the end of the cycle. Your awareness is the end of the cycle, okay? So when you really sit there and go, wow, well, that makes a whole lot of sense. Of course, I was ignored, I was abused, I was beat, I was neglected. Of course, I would have sought partners that way because those were the people that were supposed to love me. Those were the people that were supposed to love me. So they taught me that that's what love is. Of course, that makes sense that I would have had a couple of failed marriages. Whatever your story is, take what resonates. I'm giving examples. I'm channeling examples, okay? Absolutely, generation. Of course, these are curses. Of course, they're fucking curses. Of course, they're curses. No one sits here and is wanting to seek out ways to hate themselves. People just don't have the tools to learn how to do better. But you came in here with the blueprint, with the contracts, to learn how to do better, to set the example. You are here to set the example. Okay? So unfortunately, and for better or for worse, that means you go first. That means as you start to change, everyone looks at you like, who the heck are you becoming? And what the heck are you doing? Oh, you're not ever going to be able to heal from that. You're never going to be able to recover from that. You're never going to be able to do this without me. You're never going to be able to do that without me. Well, yeah, bye. Because you did. You did. Like you were supposed to. Yeah, Spirit had me unhinged today. Unhinged for you. Because you need to understand that as you start to actually connect the dots around your story, this is all the Gemini energy here for you, okay? All the Gemini energy here to help you shift and find perspectives that make things make sense for you. Hello, welcome. You have to understand, you've hated your parents because of the ways that they have behaved. Maybe you don't actively hate them. Maybe you have a lot of really subconscious repressed rage. Okay? Maybe this is already something that you've worked through. Okay? Here, now, you are understanding that this was something that they learned and they didn't have the tools to be able. No, I know, Ari. Spirit said, my mouth was twitching. That's how much had to come out tonight. Okay? That's how much had to come out. Spirit, okay. It's always a sign of the times, right? At the time, they did the best they could. Did they give it to you as bad as they had it? Maybe, maybe not. Whatever. Their healing journey is not about you. Their healing journey has nothing to do with you. You came in here, you signed the contract to be born into these families because you were here to break free of all this shit. Okay? You decided that you were the one. Your ancestors said, we need a warrior out here. Spirit, can you send us a badass warrior? And they were like, we're going to send collective. You need someone with this kind of experience breaking out of these kind of chains? Okay, we're going to send collective. We're going to send collective. We're going to send you. Yeah, here you are. No, it's not easy. But yes, it's worth it. Yes, it's worth it. Come on the bottom of the deck, observe. This is you. changing the way you look at your own story, changing the way you look at your own reality. To say, well, of course I would have reacted that way. I was hurt. Of course I would have reacted that way. I didn't understand what else was happening. I didn't have the ability at that time to empathize with that person more. Or, of course, I would have picked that person to be in a relationship with because unconsciously I was trying to heal parental wounds. Whatever. Okay? Whatever this is. You're not sitting here being like, damn, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I did that. I should have known better. I should have done that. Well, instead, you took all the pressure off. Or this is what you're doing now, taking all that pressure off, and you're just saying, wow, you know, it really makes a lot of sense. It really makes a lot of sense. Of course. Of course, that makes sense. Wow. That makes sense. Wow. And the more you come to those truths and you hit a point in your realizations where you're like, wow, it just makes sense now. That's how you know that you've shifted. Because yeah, you can be angry. You be angry, be upset, be hurt, cry about it. Healthily express that anger. A lot of your problems is that you have not been comfortable expressing your physical body because you are so hypersensitive to the way other people use their bodies that even moving feels offensive. Okay? You have to understand that as sensitive as you are now, you have always been this sensitive. So you need to take your conscious awareness present day of your sensitivity and apply it back to all these other versions of yourself that did not understand how sensitive you were. Okay? So if you're telepathic and people made you uncomfortable and you did not understand why people made you uncomfortable, it's because you were telepathic then and you knew that stuff was up even if nothing was happening on the physical. You knew. Because your telepathy has been on it, right? Your psychic intuition has been on it, right? You knew. You just didn't know how you knew, but that person, that uncle, that aunt, whatever, that cousin, that stepbrother, that whatever, something didn't jive. Stop telling yourself that you are the problem when you've been sent here to create solutions. Y'all got me stressed out. Please, for the love of God, stop hating yourself. Stop hating your journey. Stop hating your journey. Thanks, Dan. My journey has been having me heal body images issues and eating issues, which as a person with a birthing body, those are really those are top key things that you must address. In a world that objectifies you, how do you understand yourself as a conscious, sentient creator when the external reality's instinct is to objectify you because that's their conditioning? Right? I saw Kristen Stewart say in an interview that being a woman is a very violent experience. Having a female body and just waking, the audacity to get out of bed every morning and not hate yourself is a political act. It's like, go off. I freaking love Kristen Stewart. And literally, I think the more that you come into this awareness, the more you realize and wake up, the more angry you become. But what you're doing is understanding how your boundaries have been crossed, okay? You're understanding how your boundaries have been crossed, and you're understanding how you can use your voice to stand up for yourself and stand up for justice, stand up for others, because you have a bigger purpose than you have been allowing yourself to acknowledge. My collective, we're not the biggest collective out here, but we're powerful. Because you know you're here. You're here to change things. Okay, for the dealing with this the objectification. You are not the one that invited that. You did not ask to be objectified. Okay? You did not ask to be objectified. You weren't wearing it on your shirt. You weren't wearing it as a tattoo on your forehead. It's not about you. The world will make it about you, but it's not about you. You have to understand and consciously decide what defines you and what does not. Okay? What does strength look like to you? What does beauty look like to you? I don't have a male body, so I cannot speak to the male experience. And maybe some of you are resonating with this as well. Okay? I try to keep my lives gender neutral, but of course my own experiences influence the way that I communicate. All right? Everyone's welcome here. I always encourage you to take things that resonate with you and examine them, why they resonate with you. Of course, not everything's going to resonate with you because we're not the same person. Right? And what resonates with one of you out here on this live is not going to resonate with everyone else out here because you're unique. So, again, to be powerful, to express yourself physically is also a very political act for a woman or for a feminine identifying being. Right. Did I say this earlier on this live stream? If people can, yes, I did. If you can be controlled in the way that you think about your body, isn't that such a distraction? And severing your connection from your physical body is severing your power as a light worker. I understand that a lot of people in the spiritual community will talk about raising your consciousness, raising your vibration, and ascending and going into the other worlds and going into the other realms. I'm like, you're in this little life for a blip, okay? Do you really want to spend your entire little blip of a life trying to get out of your body? No. That's not what you're here for. Time is eternal. And time is eternally present. So be present. Your life is so impactful and so powerful when you are here living it, loving and expressing and radically just doing the things that make you happy and not giving a fat F what anyone thinks about it. That's your power. That's what you came here to do and to be, was powerfully joyful and loving. Just by existing and doing your own thing and like playing house on earth for a lifetime or two. Exactly. Exactly. Ari. Exactly. Oh, Ashley, you're so welcome. I pray that my ability to just lay it all out here helps you feel safe enough to do it in your own life. Because really, you're missing out if you're not. And Spirit didn't put you all on my channel right now because you wanted to miss out on your own life. I always pray that my messages find you when you need me. At your service. All right. What else do you need to know right now? I know we're hitting about 70 minutes. I can feel Spirit being like, we're just about there, hon. You've been talking a lot. You've been saying a lot today. Say the thing. Do the thing. Yeah. Turning our pain into power. Yes. And you know what that literally is? The alchemization process of turning your pain into power is passion. 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 The excitement, the joy that helps you trailblaze. That action The passion is your action of taking your pain and putting it into power, into purpose. Mm-hmm. Okay. I know, Spirit's been wanting me unhinged for a while. Fam, I go first. For our collective here, I go first. So if I have this much passion back, just you wait. Just you wait. Is that why I felt that proverbial punch in the gut? You saw me. I jerked. That was crazy. That was your energy bodies, okay? Going like, oh shit, Julie's gonna F it up tonight. Heck yeah. So first cup, I guess 3 of cups. Share the love. No, that's your higher selves and energetic bodies puking to purge. Then we have coming together. 2 of cups. Not the blood. I think it's funny. Then we have the Emperor lead. Look at you stepping into your power. Brand spanking new. You got cleaned up. And you got that love back. People think that shine comes from outside of you, but it doesn't. This is the act, this is the visual representation of what it looks like to be illuminated from within, as opposed to seeking without, seeking externally. This is what it looks like when you are reconnected and aligned, body, mind, and spirit. You're literally on fire. You're literally on fire. When you're disconnected from body, when you're disconnected from purpose, you feel like a shadow. You feel like a shell of yourself. All of this work that you're doing right now is actually putting you in this energy. You're starting to see that your manifestations are happening like this. Just rapidly. Rapidly. Again, confirmation. You could be seeing 1044, 144. This person is on fire. Yeah. But you're grounded. Do you see you coming back into your body? You bring your soul, which is out here in this life or iteration of self, is out here, floating out here, which is why the illumination is missing. But when you take the act of, and when you do the healing work and bring yourself back into your body, you become illuminated from within your body and powerful on this earth. Right? Bringing it in. So I need you to understand that, yes, the creator is the creator of all things, but that is not the most important rule in time, space, physical law dimensions of Earth. God cannot interfere with your free will. That literally means that you have more power than the creator once you actually get here into your body. Everything was set up for you to fulfill your mission, but I need you to really understand what I'm saying right now. To co-create with the universe is for you to lead your life and to let the creator, your spirit team, help you bring it all to life. But you have to take the lead. You have to take the first step because your free will cannot be interfered with. It cannot be touched. The creator, your spirit team, your angels cannot touch your free will once you get here. A lot of that you already signed off in contracts before you got here, but what little left you have here as a soul in this body right now, in this incarnation, hear you me. You are the one in control. You decide which beliefs work for you. God has that much faith in you to give you that much power. Do you hear? to give you that much power to create your own life. God doesn't doubt you. I know, the silence, right? They believe in you. They're just waiting for you to believe in yourself as much as they do. And you did before you got here. That's why it's a remembering. Okay? So if you ever forget, come find your girl Julia Rose, book a reading, okay? I know. You have no idea how many timelines I've ended in my own life personally. Okay? You have no idea how many timelines I have just gone Control, Alt, Delete, exit out of that reality. All right? For this live to be the start of what's next. Okay? Y'all better get ready. Y'all better get ready. Do you see the way Spirit is literally carrying you forward? Carrying you up. Carrying you up. Everything has been set up for your success. If you need a reminder of that, ask Spirit to help you remember. Ask Spirit to show you the way. Ask Spirit to help bring certain manifestations to life. You need to give them permission to work for you. Not to make the choices for you, but to make them work for you. The guidance is to help you remember that you already know the answer. Okay? As a co-creator, you lead, Spirit follows when you reach out. Success and growth. Success and growth. The alignment. The grounded energy. Kristen, I have the sense that that question is going to open a can of worms, in the sense that I'm going to want to go off on a really long tangent about it. I'm going to redirect you to book a reading with me, okay? My website is fromspiritforlove.com/book-online, okay? See, Ari, you got to get out of your head into your body. You really need to figure out, I need to figure this out. I need to understand that. I need to understand that. You need to get into your body because your body has the answer. Practice automatic writing. You're welcome, Kristen. And yeah, I'm looking forward to answering that question for you, okay? I feel like, I don't know, I feel like this is like Navy SEAL, like God Navy SEALs boot camp. God's Navy SEALs boot camp, and I'm just ready to I don't know, is it like a sergeant? Which one's a sergeant? I just feel like I'm the commander and I'm just like, are you ready? It's really, it's really funny. Okay, this is Julia Rose's boot camp. Welcome, bitches. We're ready to I cannot. Manifest. I know, poor ring light. I need to fix that. I don't know how to fix it. Manifest. Y'all, if you're just here and you're like, I have no idea where to start with any of the stuff that you're talking about, you need to take my Shadow Work Bootcamp. There are plenty of people here in the chat who have taken the Shadow Work Bootcamp. It is a 6-week meditation course where I literally personally guide you how to change your perspective on your past to help you get into alignment with freedom and to release these energies, okay? Okay, Drill Sergeant. Yes, that's it. Thank you. You knew exactly what I was talking about. So, okay. Do some of you imagine me yelling at you? What would Julia say to me right now? If you ever don't know what to do, you can ask yourself that question. What would Julia say to me right now? Ari. Uh-huh. Yup. Shadow Work Bootcamp on Udemy. 6 weeks of guided meditations with a workbook, affirmations to work with, and a discount if you book a reading while you're in the course. Okay? I can't. I can't. Spirit said that's the message. You do hear my voice sometimes, like, let's go. Yeah, I just had to show you manifest here because I think that was really just the case in point here. It really just was the case in point here. You're actually understanding what this means. You're understanding what this means. Okay? If you hopped into this reading at any point throughout it that was not from the start, you need to go back and you need to hear this whole thing. Some of you might need to go back and hear this multiple times to really catch everything. Okay? Take what you need. That's it. I'm done. Trust. The Fool. This is your new life. Yeah, that's the message. Again, I'm running a sale on my personal readings. This might have felt like a personal reading, but you have no idea how personal it gets. If you think this was personal, just you wait. All right. The code Summer Start in checkout. It's safe to begin again. I love that. All right. I love you all dearly. You rock. I know, it's boot camp out here. What do I say to how do I dismiss you? Is this like class dismissed? Or okay, I don't know if that was meant to be sarcastic. I don't really like sarcastic energy here. That is degrading. We don't like mean comments masked as jokes, okay? Just be savage. But if you're gonna be rude, you're gonna have to go. Okay? All right. So I don't know, class dismissed? At ease? No, that was suggestive in a different way that I wasn't even catching. It was more Jay. Whatever the hell Jay said. All right. Peace be with you. I don't know. When in doubt, just remember that I'm yelling at you on your shoulder. cheering you on, telling you, get to it. Okay? All right. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. If you want to check out even more savage, deeper messages that will expose everything, join me on Patreon. Links in the description box. See you when I see you. Bye-bye.